In a land where gods have turned into mountains, the siblings of the sun dress in gold. Scissor-handed mortals dance for days on end. Pink dolphins emerge from the water. In the distance, we can see a magnificent city made entirely of mud, and ancestral figures stretch for miles across the desert. This place exists. See it. Feel it. Peru, live the legend.
Well, basically for two major reasons. The first one was I wanted to improve my Spanish, but Spain was just too close, so I wanted to go a little bit further away. And I thought Peru would be interesting because it has a rich cultural background, and it's because of its people, because I thought it would be something more exotic, something more different. To be honest, I had kind of this image in my head that everything was really disorganized and chaotic in South America. I don't know why I had this image, but I had it. And I must say that it's not as bad as you imagine. It's quite good. They're quite organized, but that's fine. Everything will work out here as well. Just takes a little bit more time, maybe. Well, I have quite a lot of university. I have 6 courses for one semester, which means one of them is virtual, so I don't have to go to class obviously, but to 5 of them I have to go to class every week, between 3 and 2 hours each. So I managed to put my courses in a way that I have 2 days full of university, Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I have Friday and Monday off, and that's more convenient if you want to travel on the weekend. But I have from 7:30, for example, on Tuesday, from 7:30 until 7:30 also at night, with a few hours in between as a break. In all the classes we regularly work on cases that we have to hand in as a group. We have projects, we have presentations. Yeah, so group work is really important, which is good because if you come from Maastricht, you know how it works. So that's fine, that's no problem. I actually like that much better. About if you have much work in general, that really depends on how much you want to do. I mean, if you want to have a good grade, it's no problem. I mean, you just need a 10.5 or an 11 out of 20 points to pass, and if you're an exchange student, you just want to pass, it's fine. The workload is not that much, depending on the courses that you choose. I heard that some courses are harder, such as finance courses, which I don't have. Of course, you come to South America to take a course about Asia, so that's what I did. So I have a course called Management in Asia, and what's really interesting is that Peru has a huge Asian community. They even have their own food fusion between Peruvian food and Asian food, which they call chifa, and which you can find everywhere. It's like Döner in Germany. Or the frietjes in Maastricht. So I'm also taking Gestión Estratégico de la Responsabilidad Social, which is basically about how to, managing in a socially responsible way. Interesting. Then I also have Marketing Estratégico, which is more marketing than strategic marketing. I also have Seminario de Cultura, Ecología y Desarrollo Económico, which is a seminar about culture, ecology, and economic development in Peru. Interesting. And I have Gestión de Innovación, about innovation management, which is a virtual course. So every 2 weeks I have to hand in an assignment. And I have History of the Andean People, which is one of the English courses, it's the only English course that I have, but they offer in total 3 English spoken courses here, and that's one of them. And it's really interesting because it has nothing to do with business or economics. It's one of the courses that I took outside the field of management. And I took it because it gives you a deeper insight into the history of Peru and the Andean people. So we go way back to BC and talk about the different cultures, the different civilizations, up until the Incas, up until also the Spanish conquest, until 1700. The teaching method is not similar to Maastricht, and it's also very passive, depends on the course, but you feel like at school. You sit in rows, 30 students, you look at the teacher talks a lot, and you try to understand the Spanish. You try to keep up, and you have to take notes, and maybe there are some slides. Yeah, definitely, you can do so much here, you can travel so much. Because I have Friday, Monday free, it's really good for me to travel. You can travel to the south coast of Peru, where you have the desert, where you can do sandboarding on huge sand dunes that are just humongous, incredible. You think you're in Saudi Arabia or something like this, really, with oasis, and wow, really amazing. You have the Nazca lines. You can go there by bus from Lima, a couple of hours. You can fly over them. You can go to old colonial cities. You can fly really cheaply to Cusco, which is the former capital of the Incas, with also colonial buildings, cobblestone streets, really nice place. And from there, of course, you can go to Machu Picchu, no problem, it's really close. And the Sacred Valley in general, where it is located, is amazing. Then you can go to the north of Peru, to the beaches. You can fly to Iquitos. If you're lucky, you find a cheap flight there. Go make trips on the Amazonas River, go see pink river dolphins, monkeys. Peru has a great variety of areas that you can visit. They have 3 different climate zones. They have the jungle, they have the Andes, and they have the desert strip along the coast. And it's just so diverse, really. The thing is that here university starts really late, in March, and my skills weeks in Maastricht, they ended in January, so I had about 2 months in between, and of these 2 months I traveled 5 weeks through South America before my exchange, through Argentina, Chile, Bolivia, and part of Peru, and arrived here for university, so there's a great opportunity to travel before. Of course, during, on weekends, and definitely also after. I mean, if it's your sixth semester, like it is mine, then university will finish in July, and depending on what your plans are after, you can also fit in more traveling there, which is what I will also do. About accommodation, the first place where I stayed, I found it really easily over couch surfing, over a group called Accommodation in Lima. And I stayed the first 2 weeks with a family, and it was really cheap. Well, you should go to Peru if you're adventurous, and it will be an amazing experience if you're open for any kind of new opportunities that will just open up in the moment, and you will really enjoy your stay. So I'm happy with my choice.